One of my favorite things about traveling is going to those kind of unknown, underrated places around the world. So I thought we would check out this video today. This is top 10 underrated US destinations. I feel like in the past, every time I go to underrated locations or locations that no one really goes to specifically as a tourist or it's not as well known, I feel like I really remember those experiences the most for some reason. I just think when something is underrated, you don't expect it to be as cool as it is. And when you get there, you're just pleasantly surprised. So we're going to check out this video today. Top 10 underrated US destinations. I'm looking forward to it. You know, the New Zealand borders are going to be opening up this year, which I'm really excited about. This means more travel for me. So that's why I've been checking out so many travel videos recently, you guys. We're going to get into today's video. The original video is linked down below, and let's get into it.
Welcome to Mojo Travels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 underrated US destinations 2021. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Mojo Travels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at locations across America that don't get quite as much tourism as they should.
Cool,
Number
I'm excited.
10, Cofffee Tent Rocks National Monument, New Mexico. New Mexico itself is an underrated vacation destination.
Whoa.
Whether you're staying for an extended period or passing through on a road trip, Cofffee needs to be on your radar. Translating to White Cliffs, Cofffee is distinguished by its unique geology, which is derived from volcanic eruptions. Through erosion and weathering, the surrounding area eventually developed light-colored, cone-shaped formations that stand out in more ways than one. The monument provides an alluring backdrop for hiking, birdwatching, and creating Instagrammable memories. Although Cofffee doesn't get as much attention as some other rock formations, at least this means the site is rarely crowded.
That's true.
Number 9, Knott's Berry Farm,
Let me know if you recommend any of these, you guys.
California is amusement park central, but in recent years, Knott's Berry Farm has lived in the shadow of Disneyland and Universal Studios.
I've never been.
Knott's Berry Farm actually predates its main competitors, branding itself as America's first theme park. While it doesn't have as many iconic attractions, the park does offer a wide variety of roller coasters, family-friendly dark rides, and water rides. The highlight is arguably Timber Mountain Log Ride, which has been a staple since 1969.
Yeah, this footage looks
While Knott's Berry Farm provides year-round fun, we'd recommend visiting in October when the park is transformed into Knott's Scary Farm. With the 2020s marking its 100th anniversary, amusement park junkies should definitely book a trip, especially if you're also a Snoopy fan. Who isn't?
Snoopy.
Number 8, Alaska National Parks, Alaska. When people think of national parks, green grass, tall trees, and babbling brooks come to mind. When they think of Alaska, it's hard for some to picture anything other than blizzards. As such, tourists don't always put Alaska and national parks together. They're missing out, however, on some of America's most naturally beautiful destinations. Denali National Park offers an ideal balance with snowy mountains up high and the taiga forest below. If you're visiting for the wildlife, you can count on spotting a brown bear trying to catch sockeye salmon at Katmai National Park. Since Alaska is famous for its icy landmarks, be sure to check out the glaciers at Kenai Fjords. It's not all ice either, as sand dunes await at Kobuk Valley. Number 7, the Oregon Coast, Oregon. If life is a highway, then you can live it to the fullest on the Oregon Coast. When it comes to travel, driving is the activity that most of us look forward to the least. This isn't at all the case when you're driving across the U.S. Route 101 in Oregon. Visitors are treated to 363 miles of coastline views. It takes about 8 hours to drive, but the various pit stops will motivate travelers to take their time. On your road trip, pull over to explore Cannon Beach, Lincoln City, Newport, and other scenic vistas. After all, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, right?
Yes,
on the Oregon coast, though, the journey and the destination are one and the same.
That doesn't
Number
even look
6,
real.
Governor's Island, New York. New York has so many iconic destinations that a few are bound to go overlooked.
What's
Governor's Island might not get as much attention as Staten Island or Long Island, but that's part of its appeal. For those who want to escape the hustle and bustle of the big city, this New York harbor island provides a refreshing escape. Of course, you can still get incredible views of several neighboring New York
Wait,
landmarks,
did I learn about
including
this?
the Statue of Liberty and Manhattan
I
skyline.
can't remember if this is the
However,
same one I
you
learned
can
about.
also take in the local sites, such as Fort Jay and Castle Williams. The island's 52 landmark buildings are shrouded in American history, and the public park offers a quaint charm you won't find in Central Park. Hop aboard a ferry already. Number 5, Joshua Tree National Park, California. Yosemite is the most visited national park in California, but it's far from the Golden State's only spot for nature lovers. If Yosemite is like a blockbuster, then Joshua Tree National Park would be an experimental art house picture. It's a strange wildness that doesn't fit the conventional definition of a park. Anyone looking for a different kind of outdoors experience, though, will find it in the Joshua trees that give the park its name. There's something haunting yet beautiful about the park's desert landscape, which is populated by eye-catching rock formations and, of course, the unusual plant life. For campers, backpackers, and anyone who owns an RV or van, you couldn't ask for a more otherworldly spot to escape to. Number 4, Petrified Forest National Park, Arizona. We're not sure why Petrified Forest doesn't get more love. Maybe it's because no Arizona landmark can really compete with the gravitas of the Grand Canyon. Maybe it's because petrified isn't the most attractive word. This national park proves, however, that beauty can flourish in the most unlikely places. While the park is painted with multicolored mountains, it's the petrified wood that distinguishes the area above all else. The region is rich with these unbelievable fossils, which encompass all the colors for a radiant sunset. Don't take any home with you, though, because you'd be robbing the park of its defining feature. Just appreciate the park's geology as you hike, cycle, or horseback ride through this bleak yet splendorous wildness. Number 3, Bear Butte, South Dakota. Just as Arizona is synonymous with the Grand Canyon, South Dakota will always be best known for Mount Rushmore. Heck, it's called the Mount Rushmore State. South Dakota has another geological landmark, though, that's every bit as majestic, if not more so. In any case, Bear Butte is easily South Dakota's most striking natural wonder. Explorers are immediately drawn to Bear Mountain, which formed over millions of years in the Black Hills. Buffalo can be found wandering below, while religious offerings are left at the summit. A special place for various indigenous people, visitors are asked not to interfere with religious offerings. Bear Butte has a way of bringing out any traveler's spiritual side, giving a chance to commune with nature. Number 2, White Sands National Park, New Mexico. For underrated desert locals, you can't go wrong with Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado or Death Valley on the California-Nevada border. However, there isn't another U.S. park quite like White Sands. Before it was populated by white sand dunes, the land was once dominated by grass, bodies of water, and creatures from the Ice Age. The area changed with the climate, amounting to a vast wilderness of white sand made from gypsum crystals. The park is at its most captivating when the sun begins to set, dipping the sand in pink and blue hues. Aesthetically, White Sands is reminiscent of the desert, the beach, and a winter wonderland. A destination this distinctive deserves more of a following. Number 1, Devil's Tower, Wyoming. Devil's Tower is such a powerful, imposing, and unique landmark that we can't imagine why it hasn't quite achieved iconic status, especially given the monument's presence in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Granted, roughly 400,000 people drop by yearly, but that's only a fraction of the annual visitors that the Grand Canyon or Rocky Mountain attract. Then again, we suppose Devil's Tower is an intimidating sight, and not merely due to its name. Only 1% of its annual visitors are willing to accept the climbing challenge. With an elevation of 5,112 feet, not everyone has what it takes to conquer this mighty butte. However, that doesn't mean visitors can't still enjoy the hiking trails and the magnificent backdrop for photos. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Mojo Travels.
Wow, those are definitely underrated because I hadn't heard of a lot of those, but that's exactly why I watch this video. I want to find the places that not many people go to. I feel like a lot of these places potentially could be underrated just because of the locations they're in. possibly more difficult to access, maybe, or not near other tourist destinations, you know what I mean? I don't know though, but there's some insane naturally occurring attractions on here. The Devil's Tower, I've never seen it before in my entire life, and I can't believe that actually exists. See, one day I feel like a lot of these places you definitely would, it would be like a road trip vibe, you know what I mean? Which is what I really want to do, so I'm really glad that I learned about these today. The New Mexico sand dunes look amazing. I love going to sand dunes. I've actually only been to one in my life. Also, New Mexico is definitely underrated, I think. Well, I don't know, just lesser known. I don't know if it's like worth going to New Mexico, but it looks like it could be worth the visit, right? According to this video. Let me know if New Mexico is worth going to. But also, I feel like in the future, one of my goals potentially is just to visit every single state in the United States. Road trip vibes. It's like a it's definitely a commitment, but what a dream come true. I want to visit all states of the United States. United States is so big and there's so many different things to see. Also cultures, small towns, you know, underrated tourist destinations, all spread across all states in the US. So that's definitely what I want to do. And I feel like a lot of these underrated places, you do need a car to go to. So you know what? A car or like a van, drive across the United States, visit all these places in between. It would be a dream come true. So let me know if you've been to any of these places and if they're worth going to. Apparently they're underrated, which kind of means like many people go, but it is worth going. So let me know if they actually are worth going to. It looks like it, right? Lots of amazing sceneries. And also Knott's Berry Farm. I've heard really good things about Knott's Berry Farm, to be honest, but to be fair, I've never been. So I feel like a lot of the footage was like kind of older. But I've heard good things about it these days as well. We'll see. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Let me know if you've got any video recommendations down below. And also, by the way, I do have a Twitch channel where I go live 4 times a week at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So feel free to follow me on there. I will link it down below. And apart from that, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.